Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London, and this is our An Inspector Calls cheat sheet which you all can use in preparation for your English exams. Now many of you are going to be sitting Literature Paper 2, which is fast approaching this Monday. Now depending on when you're watching, if you watch this video you will have a better understanding going into the exam. Now before we get started, please subscribe, like and share the video, as 90% of our viewers are yet to subscribe, so I'd highly appreciate if you can subscribe and also share our videos, as we have been receiving some amazing feedback from you all. Now, before we get started, if you remember, we have predicted numerous questions through paper 1 and paper 2, some of them being correct, some of them being incorrect, okay, some of them being very close as well. If you look at our community post, you'll see some of them were very close, some of them were wrong, right? Now, naturally, you cannot get all of the predictions right, but it can be a good indication, and it's worth practicing those questions regardless of if it does come up or not. Right, anyways, Mr. Burling, and what are the key facts regarding Mr. Burling? Okay, so let's have a look at it in further detail. The three key facts, okay, what are the three key facts about Mr. Burling? Number one is Mr. Burling represents higher class. We know that, okay, that's quite apparent. Just like if to those of you studying or studied A Christmas Carol, you'd know that represents Scrooge. Mr. Burling represents the higher class, wealthy businessmen who only care about making money. Okay, that's the first fact we can establish. Number two, Priestley makes Mr. Burling a villainous character to highlight the dangers of selfish capitalism. Now, to those of you who haven't done your research or studying, selfish capitalism and capitalism is something that you need to research and go over, because that could be significant in your essay this Monday. And the third fact you all need to be aware of is Mr. Burling does not learn from the story of Eva Smith. He only cares about it when he thinks the story might damage his reputation. So these are some things for you to remember, and remember, you realize it may damage his reputation. So that idea of his reputation and the catastrophic impacts it can have is something that you want to explore. And what are some key quotations for you to remember and use in your exam? Here are the three key quotes that you all can use, memorize, and apply in your essays this Monday. The first one is the following. Well, it's my duty to keep labour costs down, and if I'd agreed to this demand for a new rate, we'd have added about 12% to our labour costs. And that is taken from Act 1. And if you look on the right-hand side, what does this show? It shows that Mr. Burling says he could not have raised Eva Smith and the others' wages, as he needs to run his business effectively. This represents the selfishness of capitalism. So that's an easy quote for you to refer to. The second one reads, is there any reason why my wife should answer questions from you, Inspector? And again, that is a second and easy quote for you to use, and it's taken from Act 2. And why is this significant? What does it show? It shows Mr. Burling is the patriarchal head of his household, and he tries to defend his wife but treats her as if she cannot defend herself. And the third one, and so on, you get the idea. So these are some key quotes with the explanations. You can take a screenshot. Easy, simple for you to understand. And these are some of the most important questions for you to remember and talk about. So one of the most important questions you may ask is, what is Mr. Burling's connection to Eva Smith? Okay, and the answer is Mr. Burling fired Eva Smith from a job because she led a group of workers who striked because they wanted a pay rise or a pay raise. And what technique does Priestley use to make Mr. Burling seem foolish? Priestley uses dramatic irony, like when Mr. Burling says the Titanic is unsinkable, to present Burling as naive and idiotic. Okay, so there are many key questions that you all need to be aware of to enhance your subject knowledge and understanding of the play. So this is something you all need to remember, and I hope that is something that you all have taken on board, and it can help you revise for Inspector Calls. Now, before we move on, I would just remind you that as time is very short, you need to go over some past paper questions and work on your time management. And let me just show you some of our predictions and some potential questions that may arise in the exam. And an important disclaimer, an important note, these are questions that may come up, okay, it's not guaranteed, but they may come up in this paper this Monday. Now, the good news is, last year we did provide our prediction for an inspector calls. Unfortunately, our predictions for an inspector calls was actually correct. So it doesn't mean we will get it correct this year as well. Hopefully we do. But if not, you cannot hold us accountable for this. So it's important that you still revise all the key themes, all the key quotes, and go over everything and anything you need for the exam for this Monday. So that's just something for you to remember. Now let's have a look at my predictions and something that you all can consider for Monday's exam. So these are our predictions for an inspector calls. The first predicted question is, how does Priestley present Mrs. Burling as a selfish character? The second predicted question is, how does Priestley present Eva Smith as a character who represents the struggles of the working class? And finally, how does Priestley present the inspector as a powerful character / force for good? So these are three possible questions that may come up in your exams this Monday. And the good news is we have provided our answer, our grade 9 model answer point of view for one of these questions. If you haven't watched it, please do subscribe and watch it on our channel, as it will really help you prepare for Monday's exam. So that is it for this video. I hope you found the cheat sheets beneficial. Do follow us on all social media platforms at Easy Education London on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc. If you are interested in joining our amazing online classes, and if you want to achieve the best possible results, join our classes today at Easy Education London. Visit our website at www.easyeducationlondon.com and you can get started with our amazing classes to help boost your marks and help you achieve the best possible grades. So that is it for today's video. And remember, as depending on when you're watching this video, some of you are probably watching it the night before the exam. Some of you are watching a few days before the exam. Whenever you're watching it, I just wanted to say best of luck. Work on your time management. And time management is key for you to ensure you finish the exam and maximize your marks. And unfortunately, sometimes you hear, and in fact, paper one, some students said, oh, sir, I ran out of time. You all need to work on your time management as it's crucial for your exams. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more. Easy Education London, making education easy.